All right, so the project for today is I've got a leak in the window washer fluid. I'm getting a drip down here. It is actually blue. I've checked it, so pretty confident it's window washer fluid. Maybe it's the bottle. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping it's just one of the rubber lines. But anyway, the only way to really check it is taking off the bumper. But that's not a bad thing. When I installed these fog lights, this bumper originally didn't have them, so I cut those. I got a previous video on that, but I actually forgot that it needs a wiring harness. So I actually have the wiring harness, so I've been kind of procrastinating removing the bumper. It's not that hard. You need to remove the grill, remove the lights, because I have the light guard off to remove the light guards. Because there is one screw that goes this way that holds on the fender flares. Other than that, there's just a bunch of snaps and a couple of fasteners this way. The bumper's got some, like one screw coming in from the wheel liner, some underneath, and some bolts. But I'll show you those, and we'll take this thing off and we'll get going. All right, so you've probably already seen the grill, how it comes out. It's just a series of tabs up here. There's two that are down here. More than likely they're broken off. But those come out, and then you've probably seen this from other YouTube channels, but you just have this tab, pull up this tab, make these circles line up here. So there you go, just line it up so you don't actually pull up all the way. Comes on out, and then just unplug it. So there's your Phillips head screw right here and right here to holds on the wheel arch. So here's the thing with the wheel arch. It actually has a part that kind of inserts into here into the bumper. So what you want to do is you want to start on this side and pull back. Obviously after you take out some of these clips and screws. For the wheel liner clips, the best two tools are this one to get the middle piece out, and then this piece to get the bottom piece out. So again, wheel liners, one screw, clip, clip, clip. So 3 clips, 1 screw per wheel liner. So on either side, we've got a 30 Torx, holds a bumper on. So while you got your Torx bit, you've got, let's see, is it 1, 2, 3, 4 Torx down here. Technically you don't have to remove the tow hook cover, so don't remove it unless you absolutely want to, but it might actually make it easier for the install to take it off though. All right, the last fasteners are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8mm bolts. All right, so the last thing I have is this connection for the fog lights, where I've actually already tested them. So, and then if you notice, the bumper kind of has this little notch right here, and that kind of helps it stay in. But other than that, it will essentially just pull off now, and all I'll have left is really the well, I don't have the headlight washer, so just pull on off and job done. So next is 2 screws underneath, so there's 1 on each side. All right, so we got the bumper off. There's definitely a leak. There's blue fluid here. I wonder what that goes to. But we need to see where that goes, or where the leak is, and I don't know where it is. Where is it leaking from? We'll find it. All right, so this is why I've learned to kind of take things apart before ordering parts, because it looks like it's either this assembly or this hose was not all the way off, but I shoved it on a little more. But it's definitely not the water bottle, but I don't know whether I can get a new assembly here. Unfortunately, this hose, there's just not that much slack to maybe like cut it and, you know, put it back on there. So I'm going to see online if we can get a new fitting on here and maybe the hoses. I don't know, maybe, I mean, obviously those hoses aren't specific to Land Rover. You could probably find some at the hardware store. But it's definitely not the water bottle. It's either this little attachment that goes onto it, or right here the hose is leaking right here, because this one's not, but this one kind of is. So anyway, so it's been about 2 hours. I got this thing completely dry before, and I'm sorry, bad camera. I got this thing completely dry before, and now it's still leaking. This is actually the motor, so I can't really tell. However, not the OEM motor, but the All Makes brand motor is like $21. So I think I'm just gonna order one, just because I don't feel like taking this thing on and off. You know, if I just replace this. So let's just assume this is kind of leaked. It's not this connection, but the whole thing's kind of leaking. It's only $21. So I think I'm just gonna buy that and put it in the old bottle, and we'll go from there. So I ordered the new pump Friday. This is Sunday. And ordered from Lucky 8, but they didn't fulfill the orders, send me an email saying it's being shipped or whatever. So in the meantime, I filled this up with liquid, and I kind of rigged this up to see where the leaking was. So I didn't know whether it was the bottle. Good chance it wasn't the bottle, but there's a grommet right there, and then the pump. And when I first took off the bumper, I noticed that this line was a little brittle, and it was halfway off, and I shoved it on, but that didn't do the trick. So but having this in this configuration for about an hour, I feel pretty confident that that's the bad connection, that tube that's with the LR3. So I'm actually just going to cut that end off, put a little barb connection, put some more tubing. I've got a bunch here, and I'm going to put it back together. I'm going to probably use some little zip ties to just kind of secure it on there really well. And I think that's what I'm going to do, because obviously the bottle's good, the grommet's good, this is good. I think it was just that one little connection. Tubing was just getting old. All right, so it looks like I did find the source of the leak. I reinstalled the bottle, and I cut off this tube and added some more. So this is kind of newer tube. I used some zip ties just for fun. But I think that tube was just old and brittle. So I've had this on for over an hour, about an hour and a half, no drips. So I think we're in the clear. So that was a cheap fix. I had the tube from the smashed up hood from the LR4 project, so it didn't cost me anything. So let's put this bumper back on. All right, a little bonus information. I used this little pump to pump the water out. I just had tap water in there to see if it was going to leak. So I got it out just because it doesn't have the chemicals in it, so it doesn't freeze the pipes. So I took it out. I didn't, probably get every last drip out, but I got most of it out. But I just put in a bottle of windshield washer fluid, and 1 gallon comes up to about here. So if you ever put in a whole gallon, you kind of know what that is. So it holds a little more than a gallon, but that's about it. Okay, so I got everything back together. I wanted to say a couple things. First of all, it's really not that hard to take off this bumper and the wheel arches. And having said that, if you're replacing the front valve block for the air suspension, you could make an argument that it's easier to take off the bumper than to take off the wheel liner. You know, get the jacks out. You know, take off the wheel liner, because you really do have to get the wheel liner out to just bend that back and do any work. Swapping out the valve block is, you really need to take the wheel liner out. But just you know, if you're ever taking this, always start on this side and then work your way to this side. But again, I think you can make an argument to just take off the bumper. You get a lot better access with that valve block, and it would be extremely more easier to change it out. And I don't think it would take you that much longer than just doing the wheel arch, and it would be a lot easier to do the valve block.